Hi, so I'm Aurélie,
I'm Jeanne.
and we are here to tell you what swerve means to us. So, I think that one thing that was very interesting in Swerve is that it showed that every story has worth, that everyone's story deserves to be heard, and that you don't need to be perfect for your story to help people, to help them understand themselves and the world around them. Because sometimes you see those inspiring, empowering stories that are about perfect people. People that are just so great, but are in a context, in a situation that is not so great. But themselves, they're so unrelatable. But in Swerve, you have those at the same time flawed and amazing characters that can teach you so much without even trying to. And another thing that I find was very important in Swerve is that it shows people who have mental health issues without romanticizing that reality. Um, I'd say that, especially amongst artists, um, mental health issues are almost seen as a good thing, as something that will add worth and depth to your art, as a sort of drive that will push you to make amazing, beautiful art that is better than whatever you can do without this pain. But of course, when you make art to express all your feelings and whatever is going on in your head and in your life, it can be beautiful, but it does not have to come from pain. And I think that this idea that pain and suffering and even mental illness will make you a better artist drives artists away from the help that they actually need. And I mean, I'm I'm speaking from personal experience here. For a very long time, I thought that I cannot afford to stop hurting because then my value as an artist will disappear. And even today, like, I push myself to stop thinking that. And I think that Swerve helps.
Yeah, you're cute. Thanks for that. Um, One of the first thing that I thought watching season one, when I figured out that Jen had hired Stevie to kill her as a convoluted way to take her own life, my first thought was somebody like me in the healthcare system failed her. She thought that this was her best option if she took it. Somebody, and this is my future inner doctor speaking, somebody did not give her an out that was satisfying, and Swerve in this way has made me question a lot of a lot of the ways that I see my approach to patients and the system in general. Are we doing good? Are we doing bad? Are we doing right by our patients? Because this is not something that's impossible. Some people still commit suicide like that. Some people who are ill think that they have no other way to find peace. So that's one thing. And the other thing is also uh, the amount of representation given to people with mental illnesses in Swerve is really refreshing because we don't see a lot of that in the media. And as someone who struggles with mental illness, it's it's a wave of fresh, not a wave, it's a breath. It's a breath of fresh air to see characters that struggle with mental illness but are still, it's not their only flaw, it's one part of them, and they're still lovable, fully fleshed out characters that we can relate to. And it's such a rare thing, especially I think with Elise and her borderline personality disorder. It's very, very rare to have representation like that for this disorder. Usually people in the media with borderline personality disorder are like portrayed as crazy and despicable and just impossible to live with. And though it's a very painful disorder, I mean, these people are still human and they still have lives like you and me, and they deserve to see that too. And I think Sharon did an amazing job interpreting Elise and her struggle. So yeah, those are the things that Swerve mean to me. So thank you for Swerve, and I hope that we get a season 3. Please. I'm gonna throw money at you. Please, Swerve, season 3.